So let's talk about healthy anxiety, like that distinction between being excited about something and being anxious about something.
Well, I mean, coming on this podcast is a perfect example. So, I mean, here I am, like it's the first time I'm meeting you and the first time I get to meet Matthew in person, and I don't know where I'm going. And so, not knowing, right, there's uncertainty. And so there is a normalized amount of anxiety. I don't know what's going to happen, right? There's uncertainty. But then I use the evidence to remind me, well, I've been in plenty of situations where I've been uncertain. So I can use those past situations and use past evidence to remind me that I'm going to be just fine and it's going to be okay. And we're having a great conversation. I think it's perfectly normal to have, appropriate anxiety. Another place I see this is within sports. I have children that play competitive level sports, and I was talking to a parent on the team, and the mom was saying, oh, my daughter was so mad at herself because she didn't perform as best that she thought she should have. And I said, well, that sounds a little bit appropriate because she's an athlete. I mean, if she didn't care, wouldn't you be worried? And she's like, yeah, I didn't think about it from that lens. And I said, well, yeah, exactly. Like there should be some level of, man, I know I can do more. I know I'm better than this. And I'm going to keep working hard versus, oh, I'm the worst person on the team. I played horrible. I don't deserve to be here. That's not healthy anxiety. But when we care about something, yeah, we should have emotion behind that. And that's completely normal and okay to have.
Yeah, that's such a great example. I think about when I started my career at Mayo. Mayo does a lot of continuing medical education events, right? So I would get invited to give talks, and I hated it. Like I'm talking to a bunch of doctors, and I'm young in my career. I'm like, they don't want to listen to me, and it was torture for me to do that. Well, I got over it, right? Like I did it. But then I went through a time when I didn't prepare as well because I got a little comfortable, right? Like I'm like, oh yeah, I gave that talk 3 times already. I don't need to prepare for that. I'll just get up. And then I get up and like, oh wait, I really needed to prepare for this. And so that was, I needed a little bit of anxiety to, to drive me to do the thing, but not so much that I got up there and froze and, and fell apart. So
yeah, you could trust that you were very capable to deliver a very important, helpful, knowledgeable message for a lot of people in the audience to take in and benefit from, right? So there's the value, there's the worth. So I have evidence to show that what I do is valuable. So if there's ever a time that I'm presented with this situation again, and I'm feeling anxious or that imposter syndrome's coming up, I can remind myself, well, actually, what I have to share is very valuable and is helpful to others.
Yeah, another thing along those lines that's been helpful for me is that I've done enough of these where things have gone wrong and it was still okay.
Right? You figured it out.
Yeah. One talk I gave every year, it was to the largest group of cardiologists, the biggest board review in the world. Yeah. And I was the preventive cardiologist speaker, 800 cardiologists. Yeah. They're all taking their board examinations. I mean, anxiety was through the roof. Everybody there is like, I would finish the talk and I would have 140 questions on an iPad afterwards about things that they wanted. Well, I went to give the talk and they put the wrong slides up, and this is being recorded and sold for thousands of dollars. And I'm like, I can't just stop. And so I just went through it. Like they had the slides that were not updated. And I'm like, I finished it, and I went and apologized to the guy who ran the meeting. I'm like, oh, I'm sorry, that really went poorly. It wasn't the right slides. And he's like, really? I didn't even notice.
I know, right? They didn't even know. Yeah.
Because I had in my head the way it was supposed to go. It didn't go that way, but it still went fine.
Right. No one knew.
Yeah.
I remember one time I was a speaker at a women's conference, and like you, there's around 500 people, there's a large group. And right when I'm about to step on stage, my shoe breaks. And I really went down like head first. And the host actually caught me, and the whole audience was like,
yeah.
And I could just feel my shame, like my face is red and all the stuff. And then I thought to myself, well, according to social psychology, they actually are going to like me more because I'm more relatable, because I just made a fool of myself, and everyone makes a fool of themselves, and it can't get any worse than this moment. So anything I say from here is going to be amazing. Right. So we've all had those moments.
And probably your ratings for that talk were the best
She's
ever.
so personable.
Yeah.
I love her.